guys, welcome to another interesting session on Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I want to talk on the topic: are Nigerian men interested in single mothers? This is a very important question. Are Nigerian men actually interested in dating or getting married to single mothers? I want to basically look at the perception of the Nigerian man to single mothers in general. Before I go further, I would like to give a round of applause for to every single mother who left an abusive relationship or some sort of relationship that they felt wasn't good for them, a relationship that kind of like put them in a threatening condition, and were able to raise their children or kids themselves. A huge respect from me to you. A huge respect from me to you. Before I go further, I would like to tell us a very quick story of what actually inspired me, to talk or to handle this topic, to basically share my idea and my perception about Nigerian men, with single mothers. So a few days ago, I was contacted uh, by my childhood friend. He had reached out to me and he was very excited. We had been kind of like pushing him to go into relationship to date because it's been years since he was actually in a relationship. So he was very excited to announce to me that he met a lady who he truly loves, and he sees the lady, to be his wife. So during our correspondence, while we were kind of like chatting and extending messages, I was very excited for him. And all of a sudden, he just told me there's one problem. And I was like, what's the problem? It was like, the problem is that this lady in question has a child. The lady has a child. And I was like, well, it's not a bad idea if she has a child. He agreed with me, but the crux of the issue is that his parents don't want him to marry a woman with a child already. As I speak to you, he's hell bent on marrying this lady, no matter who's Oxus girl, and he's kind of like has my absolute support if he decides to go ahead to marry this lady with child. I mean, that's quite noble of him. So the question still is, do Nigerian men show interest or are they interested in single mothers? And my answer is, as always, yes and no. It's a yes and no situation. So before you say anything, please let me explain and share my opinion why I basically said it's a yes and no situation. So let us look at yes first. So, what are the underlying factors that would make a Nigerian man say yes to a single mother? What would basically make a Nigerian man go for a single mother? The first thing is love. Love is the first and the most important thing. That is love. When Nigerian man is in love with you, he doesn't care if you have kids or have had kids, or he doesn't care about what you must have done at a certain stage in your life. All he wants at that moment is to be with you. He would not focus on your past because, when you love, you don't judge, you don't bring up people's past or dig their past and then rub it or smear it on your face. He just wants to be with you, regardless if you've got kids or not. If you have kids, he would love the kid as his, and he's going to raise them as a father, figure behind. And he's going to go tooth and nail to make sure he ends up with you because when he's in love with you, irrespective of the fact you're a single mother, he finds this kind of solace and peace in you. And this is one of the first reasons I see Nigerian men going for single mothers. When they are genuinely in love. I've seen this a lot of times. The second point is most Nigerian men perceive single mothers to be more mature and realistic. Most Nigerian men view single mothers to be more mature and realistic in life. They see single mothers to have actually had or have more experience in life, and this has made them to be more realistic and calm with situations. And this is kind of like a turn on. It's something that kind of like attracts most Nigerian men to find a woman who is in tune with realism, who understands how realistic life can be, who does not believe life is just, unicorn and rainbow and all of that. So this is one peculiar characteristics that Nigerian men see in single mothers, and they just like, okay, this is the lady, she's the one I want to go with, and all of that. Now, the third point is better life. Now, there are a lot of single women who are very well to do, and a lot of Nigerian men will marry them without thinking twice, and they would even have family backing and support, so long as it improves the economy or the lifestyle of this individual. Because if the lifestyle or the economy of this individual is improved, it definitely would affect the family positively. So he wouldn't even think twice about it, he would just jump into it and get married to the lady, because he knows that there are benefits or advantages if he decides on marrying this lady. Talking about advantages of, probably he gets to travel out of Africa to go live in the home country of the lady, or the lady will probably take care of his bills and make his life more better than it was before he met her. Now let us look at no. Why would a Nigerian man not go for a single mother? Why would most Nigerian men shun or say no to a single mother? One of the first factors is raising another man's child. This is one of the primary reasons why most Nigerian men don't go for single mothers, especially when the lady in question still has kids who are, little or still dependent on her. Most Nigerian men do not want to help raise another man's child. They don't want to be a part, of it. They totally believe it would be a waste of resources or efforts to raise another man's child, who in future would grow up to go look for his biological father. So this idea or this concepts are kind of like, makes most Nigerian men not to consider dating single mothers. And this thought of, okay, whatever effort I give, it would bring everything I've done for this child to null and void. So most of them, because of this, basically avoid uh, going for single mothers. Another point is emotional competition. That's another interesting point, is emotional competition. There is no bond on earth that is as strong as the bond of a mother and the child. And this is one fear most Nigerian men have when going for single mothers. They believe they need to compete, or they may have to compete with the child from another man for the mother's or the wife's attention. You know, they totally believe that if they don't have this child as theirs biologically, and this child belongs to another man biologically, they may have to compete for the attention of the woman. And this is something that most of them don't want. They don't want to, compete for the attention of the lady in question. So because of this, they try to, kind of like stay away from single mothers. Another point is family and societal validation. Family validation or societal acceptance. This is the biggest problem you see in Nigeria. We want to make sure that when we marry not just for ourselves, but also for us or our union to be accepted by the family and society. And I can tell you categorically that in Nigeria, single mothers are still stigmatized because of this. Most single mothers are seen as, okay, well, you were not decent, or you're not a good person. That's why probably you had a child out of wedlock, or probably you are out of your husband's house, or that's why you're not married, and all of that. So this wrong connotation actually, hinders Nigerian men from going to single mothers, because most families don't want to associate with this stigma. So because of that, most Nigerian men would shun or stay away from it. And this is one of the most primary reasons why most women in Nigeria and in Africa as a continent are still in abusive homes, because they have this mindset, they have been indoctrinated by society that the moment they leave the home of their husband or their spouse with children, no man would want them, no man would find them desirable again. So because of this fear, they would stay in this abusive home or abusive relationship, and stay there till, I don't know, maybe till something bad happens to them, as the case is sometimes. So, in conclusion, most Nigerian men, especially in this generation, would not mind, you know, marrying ladies who are single. However, the primary concern is always the family and societal acceptance. I've always said this: in Nigeria, we don't just marry because we're in love and we think, oh, we want to marry a lady. No, we also marry at the back of our head with societal validation and family acceptance. When we are picking a spouse or a partner, we are also kind of making sure that this spouse or the partner fits the narrative of what a supposed good or normal wife would be in the Nigerian culture and society. So this is a very, very huge topic uh, uh, for us back home. So I always advise, single mothers, if you're a single mother and you're looking for a man, don't let the fact that you're a single mother deter you from finding love. Don't let that deter you, because uh, being a mother is a blessing. It's a huge, huge blessing. Don't let that deter you from finding love. And there are a lot of men, I can assure you, in Nigeria who are interested in being with you, and these men are ready to treat you as the queen you are. So if you're a single mother, uh, um, be proud of who you are. It's not a mistake you had a child. Children are blessings. So be open to find love, and there are a lot of Nigerian men who would take you without blinking their eyes twice. So with that, I would say thank you once again for watching this video. Please and please subscribe, like, share, and comment respectfully. I wish you all a lovely, lovely day. Home Truth Nigeria, peace out.